Across the United States, a quiet but enormous competition is underway. It is not happening on consumer storefronts or in flashy product launches. It is unfolding in industrial parks, rural land parcels, semiconductor labs, and utility boardrooms. The AI infrastructure arms race happening inside the US is about one central question: who will control the computing backbone of the artificial intelligence era? Artificial intelligence at scale requires more than algorithms. It requires chips, data centers, energy contracts, fiber connectivity, advanced cooling systems, and networking architecture. And right now, companies across America are racing to secure all of it. At the heart of this arms race are advanced GPUs and AI accelerators. These chips power the training and deployment of large language models, computer vision systems, and real-time analytics engines. Demand for them has surged at a pace few predicted. Hyperscale cloud providers are ordering them in massive volumes, often locking in supply years in advance. Access to compute is becoming strategic leverage. The companies that can train models faster, iterate more frequently, and deploy AI at scale gain a structural advantage. That advantage compounds over time. Faster iteration leads to better performance. Better performance attracts more users. More users justify larger infrastructure investment. The race is self-reinforcing. Data center construction is accelerating to support this demand. In regions like Northern Virginia, Texas, Arizona, Georgia, and the Midwest, large AI-focused campuses are rising rapidly. These facilities are not ordinary server farms. They are high-density computing hubs designed to handle thousands of GPUs running simultaneously. But building them is not simple. Power availability has become one of the biggest constraints. AI clusters consume enormous amounts of electricity. Utilities in key regions are facing interconnection backlogs. Transmission upgrades and new generation capacity take years to deploy. Companies are signing long-term power agreements, investing in renewable energy projects, and in some cases exploring direct energy partnerships. The arms race is not just about chips, it is about megawatts. Networking is another battlefield. AI clusters require high-speed interconnects that allow GPUs to communicate efficiently. Specialized networking hardware and advanced architecture design determine how effectively large models can be trained. Companies that optimize their networking stack gain performance advantages, even with similar chip counts. Full-stack integration matters. At the same time, major technology firms are developing custom AI chips. By designing proprietary silicon tailored to specific workloads, companies aim to reduce dependence on external suppliers and optimize performance per watt. Custom silicon initiatives are long-term strategic bets designed to secure autonomy in a constrained hardware market. In-house chip development adds another layer to the race. Capital expenditure levels highlight the scale of competition. Hyperscalers are committing tens of billions of dollars annually to AI infrastructure. These investments cover chips, data center construction, networking equipment, cooling systems, and energy contracts. Few industries outside of energy or heavy manufacturing see capital intensity at this level. Artificial intelligence is becoming an industrial build-out. There is also a geographic dimension. States are competing to attract data center investment through tax incentives and streamlined permitting. Regions with abundant land and relatively accessible power infrastructure are gaining attention. The physical map of AI capacity inside the US is evolving rapidly. Location now influences competitive positioning. The arms race extends into enterprise adoption as well. Large corporations are building internal AI clusters to maintain control over sensitive data and reduce long-term cloud costs. Others are partnering deeply with hyperscalers to secure priority access to infrastructure. Access and allocation are strategic decisions. Geopolitical considerations intensify the urgency. Semiconductor supply chains are globally interconnected, and export controls shape distribution. Maintaining domestic AI leadership has become intertwined with national competitiveness. Infrastructure investment is not just corporate strategy. It is part of a broader economic positioning. Scale signals strength. Why the AI infrastructure arms race happening inside the US matters is because it will shape who leads the next decade of technological development. Artificial intelligence models can be copied or adapted. Software techniques evolve. But infrastructure scale, once established, becomes a durable advantage. The companies that control the largest and most efficient compute environments can iterate faster and absorb risk more effectively. However, this race also carries risks. Overbuilding could create capacity imbalances if demand projections shift. Energy constraints could slow deployment timelines. Regulatory scrutiny could intensify around resource usage and environmental impact. Arms races create winners, but they also create pressure. In 2026, artificial intelligence is no longer just a research frontier. It is a capital-intensive infrastructure competition. The battle is not visible to most consumers, but it is shaping the technological landscape beneath the surface. Data centers, chips, fiber networks, substations, cooling systems, these are the assets defining advantage. The AI revolution may feel digital and intangible, but inside the United States, it is being built with steel, silicon, and electricity. And the companies that secure the deepest infrastructure foundations today may determine the balance of power in the AI economy tomorrow.